Hello, mathematicians. We are going to look at playing the game 24 today. So 24 is a fun math game that has cards that you will get, and the cards look like this. They're always going to have 4 numbers on them. And then there are going to be dots in the corner. This is a 1-dot card. That would be the easiest level of cards. And then they have 2-dot cards. Those will go up in difficulty a little bit. And then they have 3-dot cards also, and those will be the most difficult cards to play with. All right, so here we have a little sample game. So notice that's a 2-dot card there. It's a little hard to see, but it is a 2-dot card. So what we usually do before we play is write down the numbers across the top of a whiteboard or on a piece of paper across the top of the paper, just so we can kind of keep track of what we've used and what we haven't used yet. So the whole game is about taking these 4 numbers and any of these operations and figuring out how to make the number 24 at the very end. So you want to have a solution of 24 at the end of your game. So this one is set up here so that you can see where everything goes. So the lavender rectangles are where we're going to use our 4 numbers from our card. The orange circles are where we're going to plug in any operation we want to use. And then the yellow is a solution for our first problem. We carry it over here. The blue is a solution from our second problem. We carry it over here. And then, of course, the green is the final solution, which always is going to be the number 24. All right, so let's take a look how this game played out. So the decision was made to use the numbers 22 and 1. So we'll go ahead and highlight those. They've been used. And the first problem took 22 and subtracted 1 to get 21. Notice that 21 is carried over here. That's not one of the game numbers. That's just the solution of this problem. And then 21, they decided to divide by 3. So we've used the 3. Now that 7 is a solution, and it gets carried over here. And then last but not least, they took 7 and added the number 17. And of course, that got to 24. So that's a little bit more difficult game there, but solution is there. And it is always easier to watch somebody else do this than to do it yourself. It's a little trickier when you're doing it yourself. But the key with this is to just try again. So you just want to keep going through numbers, seeing where you're at, considering making numbers that get you closer to 24. It's just a game that allows you to keep thinking and rethinking. All right, so let's take a look at this game. Here we have 2, 3, 4, and 6. So we're going to try this game twice. We're going to try to get one solution to 24, and then we're going to try to get a second kind of a solution to 24. So let's start with 2 and 4. So this is going to seem easy as I go through here, but it's a lot of kind of checking, guessing, starting somewhere, working through it. But let's say we take 2 and 4 and we add them together. So that's going to give us 6. Now, keep in mind, that's not this 6. That's a solution 6. So sometimes your solutions will match numbers you have here, but remember, you're only worried about the numbers that you use here in these purple squares. So we're going to go ahead and highlight those 2 numbers. They've been used. That 6 is going to get carried over here. So I'm going to carry that 6 over. Now I have a 3 and I have a 6 left to work with. I've got to get this 6 a little closer to 24. So I'm going to try this 3 here. 6 times 6 would be 36. That'd be higher. 3 won't get me back. 6 plus 6 would give me 12. A 3 is not going to get me to 24. I'm going to try multiplying by the 3 because that gets us to 18. That is getting closer. I'm going to take that 18, my solution here, and make it the beginning of my next problem. I have used my 3. I have a 6 left, and look at that. 18 plus 6 is 24. So I've got it. All right, now we're going to try another way with the same problem. So let's begin by listing our numbers. 2, 3, 4, and 6. All right, another path to 24. So this time we're going to multiply first. So 6 times 3. So I've used the 3, I've used the 6, and that's going to give me 18. Not too far from 24. So 18 gets carried over here. And then I have a 2 and a 4 left. So I'm going to use the 2, and I'm going to only add it to the 18. So that gives me 20. Carry that over here. I've used my 2. I have a 4 left. I'm going to use that now. And of course, the only way to use a 4 here to get to 24 would be to add again. And that gets me 24. So again, this is just one way to play the game 24. You can set up your paper. You can give yourself squares and circles, equal signs, and you can fill it out just like this. Other ways, a couple of other ways that we can play 24 would be to have your 4 operations, your 4 numbers, and try to use or absolutely use each operation only once and try to come up with the biggest number you can, or use each operation once, try to come up with the smallest number you can. 24 cards are fun to challenge yourself on your own. They're also fun to play against somebody. You both have the same card. Try to beat somebody at getting to 24. We also have played in groups and pairs, competing against other groups and pairs. There's lots of fun ways to play the game, but any way you play it, you are definitely exercising your math computation skills, you're exercising your thinking skills, all good things happening for you when you play 24. All right, well, thanks for watching, and have fun with your 24 game.